Here's a quick how-to on how to use our gear simulator. And notice I click on the housing, click, it goes away so I can see things better. All right, so let's see how I got my 10 RPM numbers set in my gear calculator. And I've done this one for you and it's in there. So first I'll set my RPM to 10. It's not always easy to get it exact, but that's pretty cool. And then I'll set that to 0. And gear 1 says there's 24 teeth and 10 RPM. Well, that's true because that's my input shaft going there. So I've got 24 teeth and 10 RPM. Now I need to look at my gear 2. Click the little button over here. Oh, I've got gear 2 and it's the red gear. Isn't that cool? And there's 96 teeth and it's only going 2.5. So I've got 96 and 2.5. And now let me go look at gear 3. Click my selector again. That's my yellow gear. That's actually on the back side, right? I'm looking at the back now. Okay, so I've flipped it around to the other view. It's got 24 teeth, and it's also going 2.5 because it's connected right to it. 24 and 2.5. So now let's look at gear 4. Gear 4 is 96, and it's going 0.625, 5/8 of an RPM. 96 and 0.625. So now I need to get this. My total ratio is my input divided by my output. There it is. Input divided by output. And then put in who it's reported by and your date. Now, of course, you're going to fill this whole thing out. It'll take you 5 or 10 minutes. And as you do so, it's going to give you a chance to really think about how this all works. How would I figure this number out? Here I did my input RPM, right? And my input RPM and my output RPM. But I'm going to suggest that you could do it by figuring out the relationship of these numbers of teeth and what the final gear ratio might be. And then use that gear ratio times or divided by, depending on which way you're going, with the RPM. So that's the goal of your figure it out. Try to figure out the gear ratio. If you knew the number of teeth of the gears, and then figure out the final RPM. Just see if you can do it. That's kind of a cool thing. And here's a good tool to help you out.